All right, celebrity madness. We haven't done this in a while. Bruce Springsteen, the boss, New Jersey's finest, right, Bruce? So he's over in Europe, bad-mouthing President Trump, as he always does. Springsteen despises Trump, and vice versa. He's in Manchester, England on Saturday. Here's what Springsteen says. Go.
My home, they're persecuting people for their right to free speech and voicing their dissent. That's happening now. In America, the richest men are taking satisfaction in abandoning the world's poorest children to sickness and death. They are defunding American universities that won't bow down to their ideological demands. And they are removing residents off American streets without due process of law and deporting them to foreign detention centers and prisons. That's happening now.
All right, so I guess Bruce has been eating Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That's lunatic. Bruce doesn't know anything. I've run into him a couple of times. He's stone cold dumb. I'm sorry. It's true. I'm sorry to say it. Doesn't really mean anything other than his bad mouthing of President Trump has gotten Trump's attention. Now, even before Springsteen said that, Trump issued a warning. Sleepy Joe didn't have a clue as to what was going on, but Springsteen is as dumb as a rock and couldn't see what was going on, or could he, which is even worse. This dried out prune of a rocker, his skin is all atrophied, ought to keep his mouth shut until he gets back into the country. That's your standard fare. Then we all see how it goes for him. Whoa. So this is like the Dixie Chicks. Remember the Dixie Chicks bad-mouthing Bush the Younger in Iraq situation? You can do that here. Robert De Niro is the, every day on the hour. But when you go abroad, now, Springsteen didn't violate any laws, but clearly, I wouldn't say he's in trouble. He's too high profile, but he's annoying the president. There you go, which is what he wants to do. In conjunction with that, Donald Trump is hearkening back to the 2024 election. All right. And he believes there are campaign finance violations caused by the Harris campaign dealing with celebrities. Here's what Mr. Trump posted. How much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen for his poor performance during her campaign for president? Why did he accept that money if he's such a fan of hers? Isn't it a major and illegal campaign contribution? What about Beyonce? How much went to Oprah and Bono? I'm going to call for a major investigation into this matter. Candidates are not allowed to pay for endorsements, which is what Kamala did under the guise of paying for entertainment. In addition, this was a very expensive and desperate effort to artificially build up her sports crowds. It's not legal. For those unpatriotic entertainers, this was a corrupt and unlawful way to capitalize on a broken system. Thank you for your attention to this matter. That was issued on May 19th, yesterday. Okay, I got to laugh. Thank you for your attention to this matter. All right, let's run it down. You want the truth? So Oprah got the most money. Harpo Productions got more than $1 million, all right, to help out Kamala Harris. And Harris paid that. Springsteen got about $75,000 for going to Atlanta and Philadelphia and on Harris's behalf.